Sam's Club has everything we need.
How are we supposed to watch the game?
Come on, man. Sam's Club.
So what up, 2K fans? It's your boy Shake, and shout out to my Shake squad. Welcome to the NBA 2K23 My Player Builder. Today we're going to discuss how the My Player looks, works, and how it differs from 2K22, and some important details that you need to pay attention to when designing your build. Now, this footage was captured at the 2K Community Day in Hollywood, California, with a limited amount of time. I'd be shocked if someone made a goated Season 1 build at a rushed Community Day event with 100 people walking around. So I'm gonna keep it real with you guys and show you 3 builds today, starting with some of the new hairstyles. So keep in mind, when I saw these hairstyles, I already had a build in mind. I wanted to come out the gate with a Zion Williamson type build or LeBron James, and I found something similar to Zion, so I wanted to stick with that. But unfortunately, we could not change our faces afterwards. So once you chose a hairstyle, you had to stick with it for the entire duration of the event. Obviously, these are facial templates, not all of the new hairstyles, but I'm glad they threw a couple in there. So first I'm gonna show you how it looks, teach you how it works, and then reveal some gameplay. So first up, we got that 6'8", 234-pound small forward with a 7'3" wingspan. Immediately notice this is a well-rounded build with very few attribute levels above 90. Now take a look at your badges. Notice how they've been split into tiers. Your tier 3 badges are the most popular game-changing badges. Overly balanced builds get very few gold and Hall of Fame tier 3 badges. So at first glance, it would appear that the demigod builds of the past got nerfed. You'll come to that conclusion as well when you try to make some of your favorite overpowered builds from 2K22. Now, a couple things. We don't know what the season or legend rewards are. If they're gameplay related, let's say like 2K20, we might see badges get a 1 level upgrade at legend. We also don't know how many badges we get for making new builds, or how many we earn for grinding a season. In 2K22, you got 4 extra badges just for going to college. So a balanced build like this could turn out to be a demigod after grinding a few seasons. So that's just a few things to keep in mind if making an all-round build is a must for you right out the gate. And when you complete it, we get a 3-level score with shades of Paul George, Gerald Wallace, and OG Anunoby. Now for my next build, I made some modifications. Same height, weight, and wingspan, but notice the amount of attribute points I gave.
I think I might start off with like a slash and lock or something. Cause they say it's gonna be hella hard to shoot. I might start off with like some type of slash and lock. Start off and then try to make some type of cheesy ass dribble. They said, but they probably said you can't do that.
Gave to the finishing category. The previous build only had 14 potential badge points in the finishing category. Now we have 27. Specializing in slashing gave me more gold tier 3 badges. Completing this build gets you an inside-out scorer with shades of LeBron James. So if you want to make a LeBron-like build, this is definitely how you do it. Now let's expand the category and show you the attribute requirements for a couple tier 3 badges. Also, take a look at the 4 badges in tier 3 versus the badges in tier 1 and 2. These will be your best overall badges for slashing and finishing. The requirement for gold slithery is an 89 driving layup or a 92 driving dunk. I only have an 85 lay, but I do have a 93 dunk, so I do meet the requirement. For a 6'8" small forward, you need a 99 driving dunk to get posterizer Hall of Fame. And look at the amount of strength you need for gold or Hall of Fame bully. Making a bully breed build on that level would require a lot more sacrifice. Now take a look at my tier 3 shooting badges. With an 83 ball, you only get bronze limitless. This is why I said catch and shoot will be way more useful. You only need an 81 ball handle for Hall of Fame ankle breaks. There's gonna be a lot of big guys snapping ankles this year. So you might need that 86 perimeter defense for Hall of Fame ankle braces. So when you complete this build, we get another inside-out score with shades of RJ Barrett and Andrew Wiggins. Now it's time to get in there and test the build. There's a lot to learn here, so take notes. So first things first, to equip your tier 3 badges, you have to equip 10 badge points between tiers 1 and 2. So it's either or, you do not need 10 badge points in each tier. As I equip badges, there's a counter in tier 3 showing you how many you need until it opens up. Side note, there are challenges to unlock your tier 3 badges, so expect to complete those first in the full game. Now let's take a look at the far right where you have your 4 core badges.
Corey playing
These
with you?
badges cost 0 badge
gonna be you,
points.
Corey, and
Since
Jalen
your
or
tier
something?
3
Or you
badges
doing
are the
Corey?
most game changing and they require the most badge points to select, it's best practice to core one of your tier 3 badges. Keep in mind, a badge must be equipped to earn progress towards its core badge challenge, and completing that challenge makes it eligible to become a free core badge. Now I want you to get this down. The bare minimum to get a tier 3 badge is 15 badge points in any given attribute category. This is because a bronze tier 3 badge will cost you 5 badge points. So 10 badges between tier 1 and 2, and 5 for a bronze tier 3. If you don't have 15 badges in a certain attribute category, but you're close to it, your build will get better with time. As long as 2K is still giving out extra badges for grinding throughout the season. So take a look at my badge selection. I was able to select 3 tier 3 badges with 23 total finishing badges. 10 between tier 1 and 2, 13 in tier 3. Making Posterizer a core badge was free. Limitless and Bully cost me 13 badge points. So always take advantage of a free tier 3 badge when you can. With 15 or more badge points, you should always have enough to equip 2 or more tier 3 badges. So now that you know this,
you stayed
decide
on
on what kind of build you want to make
stayed on the
and
P5,
then go from
man.
there. Choose 2 categories you must have maxed out. Do the math on the badges you want for tier 3.
Ace or somebody?
Once you get the game and max out all of your badges by completing challenges, this thought process will become second nature. 2K came up with the tier system so specialized builds would have a huge advantage in certain categories, but also have major weaknesses in others. So I hope I simplified this for you. Save this video and come back to use it as a reference if you get confused when the game drops. Also, it should be noted that old gen or current gen has the 2K22 next gen Mybuilder, so no tier system. One thing I want to drive home is that you don't actually have to be a role player with this new Mybuilder. Steph Curry is known for being great at 2 major things: dribbling and shooting, and he's not a role player. Ja Morant is known for being great at 2 major things: playmaking and slashing. And he's not a role player. So you're not a role player as long as you specialize your build. You're just not going to be a ball hog and do all the work anymore. Even Michael Jordan, the GOAT himself, couldn't get over the hump until he started to lean on his teammates more. So now we're gonna finally dive into some gameplay. Notice the choice between 3v3 and 5v5 when testing out your build. Everyone's chosen randomly. It also shows the player builds. Notice Luka Doncic, a versatile offensive force.
Damn, I'm sick.
Is that your knitting?
This hard.
So this is the location for the 3v3 test.
That's hard.
Notice you don't see any of my stats or any badges popping up. And don't be alarmed, 2K removed one of the adrenaline boosts for this demo. It shouldn't be like that in the real game. And here are your camera options. Some of them you remember or didn't even use.
Nobody don't want no camera
options. A lot of them you
option,
can
but
modify really nicely now.
2K
I'm gonna try out this new on-court cam because it kind of reminds me of that old arcade basketball game, Run and Gun 2. Personally, I wish this 3v3 setting was actually outside in some kind of like outdoor court. Maybe something like the blacktop.
Keep the ball, man.
That way it'll feel more like you're at the park. But at this point, I decided to change the camera and go back to 2K low and modify it to look like the standard 2K cam. But a little bit closer, so you know, if I like this cam, I can use it for thumbnails and things like that. But notice the back cuts. If you let the AI run the offense, they'll get away with that every possession. Right here, the catch and shoot bomb, knocking it down. The higher your three-point rating, the more you can exploit that. As the AI gets another back cut swift assist. It's like they don't really bomb, knocking it. If I like this cam, I can use it for thumbnails and things like that. But notice the back cuts. If you let the AI run the offense, they'll get away with that every possession. Right here, the catch and shoot bomb, knocking it down. The higher your three-point rating, the more you can exploit that. As the AI gets another back cut swift assist. It's like they don't really play good defense. Look how my team does it too. So if you just sit to the side, that might just keep happening. So remember, I'm on my inside out score with an 80 block rating. D'ing up on Andrew Wiggins, we still get the block on the way up. So you guys that play interior defense, if you time it correctly, you can still block a lot of shots.
Layups going in like
This build is well-rounded, so he should be able to do a lot of that. And look at Andrew Wiggins. This man is out here doing park dunks, styling on me. Right here, I try to get the screen and pop, but I mistime it. Jared Allen with the rebound in the lob, dunking on him. That was a pretty nice possession. As you guys can see, you still got to time those lobs, but look at this right here. I want you guys to pay close attention. I try to use the right stick when I was caught out of position, and 2K does not hold my hand and launch me forward to get a good contest. It's like I wasn't even there, and that's how it should be. So testing out the build again. Jared Allen on the other team. I get another block, but they still score anyway. Next possession. Get the pump fake. I'm going to use my bully strength, get to the rim, and score on 2 defenders. That's with
crazy.
Silver Bully and high finishing ratings. As I get another block now on Anunoby. That mess out of here. Right here, they ran out of time. They had to shoot it from the checkup. I get the rebound, and I'm going to try to bully him one more time as I get the dime. My man is always cutting to the rim. It's crazy. Right here, I'm going to cut to the rim and get a free dunk. I couldn't choose my dunk packages, so I wasn't really going for posterizers and things like that. Right here, we got switched out. You might have noticed I lost an adrenaline boost when I jumped out on Murray, because I was using the speed boost. And right here, I already used one. I'm going to spin off him and use my bully badge to get to the rim. Easy layup, looking like Zion Williamson out there. Trying to stop this man, another block. We got a balanced bully still out here doing work. DeJounte Murray with the spin and the brick. Jared Allen with the board, can't score over Ayton. Dishes it up court, and I'm gonna bully my way to the rim again. Easy layups. Can't wait to be able to start going for posterizers as I snag another board up 10-16. I pull up the icons and I'm still able to dribble and get a little bit of a speed burst right to the rim, dunking on him. 10-18. Not sure why Ayton is bringing the ball up like this, but I salvaged the play. I'm down to 1 adrenaline boost. Get him with the momentum dribble. Then I'm gonna use my strength regardless, get to the rim and easy buckets over the little man. 20-10 pump fake. I want the ball back. We're gonna hit him with a jab step and a spin move. Go right to the rim. Oh no, I stopped first and I still get there and we end the game 22-10. This concludes my LeBron.
I know Joe knows, guys.
Arby's roast beef sandwiches, now 4 for $10.
Kevin, don't strain on my...
I was looking for a way to make some extra money. I saw this video.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's up with Kevin, bro. I be like
NBA 2.
I be like, Kevin, bro, you still? I'm like, you ain't trying to grind this shit. You ain't know. Woo-wah. He be like, yeah, he be dry with it. So I don't know. I think he had like 700 some subs or something. I don't know why he stopped. He could have just been good from still making his lockdown videos and shit. He was making his build video, but I guess, bro, he ain't got no type of confidence in that shit. I don't know.
2K23 My Player Builder reveal breakdown, whatever you want to call it, man. We have a ton of information for you today.
Damn, bro,
okay,
I'm sick in the mud,
there is
boy.
so much info in here. It's gonna take me a while. I don't know how long this video is gonna end up being, but it's gonna take a while. All right, so grab a drink, grab your popcorn. It's gonna be a lot of info. Okay, now. Last video I said 25,000 likes. Y'all hit that in less than 10 hours, I think, or something around. We're going for the big one today. 50,000 likes on this video. Drop a like on it, man. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. We're like only a couple thousand away from 1 million, man. So make sure y'all drop a like on the video, all right? 50,000 likes on this video. And what I'll do is I'll have one more surprise for you before the game actually comes out.
What I plan
to do, if y'all get this video to 50,000 likes, is after this video, I'm dropping this. This is at 3 o'clock. You're watching this probably. Or just after, whenever you got to work, whatever. What I plan to do is I'm going to go live and I'm going to stream and allow you guys to ask me any questions you may have about the builder, maybe something I didn't address in this video. So 50,000 likes and I will stream tonight and you guys can ask me anything you want about the builder. I'll answer everything I possibly can. And yeah, we'll have a good time. We'll chill out. Maybe I'll hit 1 million on stream, but the way it's looking, I think I might actually hit it before I'm able to stream because I'm not going to be able to stream during the day tomorrow. I got some stuff going on. But either way, man, it's crazy. It's Let me stop talking. Let's get it. Just drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Let's get right into the builder, man. NBA 2K23 My Player Builder. Now listen, this is how it's going to work. We are going to break things down into segments because I don't want to just skip all over the place and like forget stuff. So I broke it down into segments. So just because maybe in segment 2 I'm talking about something, you have a question, don't think I'm not going to answer it later in the video because I broke it down into sections. I start with like attributes and things I noticed, how they tie into each other, what affects what, and then I go into badges and then how you equip badges with tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and core badges. And there's all this stuff that intertwines with each other, so just be patient, all right? Like I said, it's gonna take a little while to get through this, but there's so much info. I can't wait, man. So let's get right into it. Without further ado, the NBA 2K23 My Player Builder.
But first, with the NFL season right around the corner, our friends over at Prize Picks are hooking you guys up. What if I told you if Tom Brady throws for just 1 yard on Sunday, you guys would win? Well, if you click my link in the description to sign up for Prize Picks today, you're going to have that opportunity. Prize Picks is a daily sports fantasy app that allows you to use your sport perfect of every rushing yard, have more money. Double
Brief real menu review, look at everything, and then we'll start breaking the builder down in detail. Okay, so that menu is not the real menu, that's just the community day demo menu, whatever. But you get 10 player slots still, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Now after you do your vitals and all of that, you put your attributes up. Anyone that's familiar with the 2K22 next gen builder, this looks very similar, right? But I promise you it is so different. Stick around, you will not be disappointed, okay? After upgrading your attributes, you'll see on the right, you can see specific badge levels that you're able to unlock, also the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 badges. Now, after that, you have to go in and equip your badges. Again, tier 1, tier 2, and tier
79 perimeter defense, 90 steal, 85 pass accuracy, 93, 72 driving layup. 82 speed. 82 speed on this build is crazy. What's the height and shit? 6 foot, 155. 82 speed is ass. 6'2" wingspan.
Tier 3 badges. Now, after that, you have to go in and equip your badges. Again, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and core badges. There's a bunch of new things in this aspect here. All the categories. Finishing, shooting, playmaking, defending, just like normal, but now you have core badges, you have different badge levels, different tiers of badges, including those badge levels. There's a lot of complexity to this one, so this is going to take up a big little chunk of the video later on, so definitely stick around so you understand what's going on with the badges this year. After that, you have the choice 3v3 or 5v5 build testing. That's a nice little thing they added in, because I think before it was always just 5v5, but now you can do 3v3, so you got a little bit more space. Only thing that I still don't like is the fact that you can't really pick animations besides your jump shot. But for the most part, I mean, hey, you can at least see how the build feels a little bit. Like laying it up on towns, catching lobs. There's a bunch of, you can test it out a little bit, but it's not anything, really indicative of what you're gonna see when you take your player to the park. All right, let's get into it, man. So first thing I'm gonna say is the builder, from what I am told, is the same on both current and next gen. We only got to play next gen, so I am 100% sure this is the builder on next gen. But from what I'm told, the builder is exactly the same on next and current gen, okay? Or old gen and new gen, I think is what we're calling it now. So that's gonna be the first thing I'm gonna say, get that out of the way so that y'all understand that. Now, let's move on. Okay, similar to the 2K22 builder, attributes are not solo, they are heavily connected. They were connected in 2K22 Next Gen Builder, but now they are heavily connected. I'll explain that in a second, but the basics remain when it comes to attributes. They're affected by height, weight, wingspan. Now, those of you watching this that are really locked in and you're really paying attention to what's going on the screen, you might have noticed
He's trying to get his money. He's trying to get his money.
that wingspan does not affect your ball handling this year. So anyone that was asking me about our tall ball handler is going to be viable, our tall .4 is going to be viable, I think they absolutely are. Obviously, we have to wait and see for the gameplay, but in terms of attributes, yes, because wingspan does not affect your ball handling. Now, there is one exception to this that I'm going to show you right now on the screen. Wingspan does not affect your ball handle if you are 6'10 and below. That is what I found out. 6'11" and taller, so 6'11", 7 foot, 7'1", 7'2", 7'3", wingspan does affect your ball handling. But 6'10" and below, wingspan does not. So that is something cool for you guys that you don't want to make taller ball handlers. You don't have to go small arms this year. You can still have the good ball handle rating even with a maxed out wingspan. But as you can see at 6'11", it does impact the ball handle rating. 6'10" and below, you're good to go. Now, as I was saying, attributes work together more than ever before. If you look on this screen right here, I'm on close shot, right? Do you see everything on the screen that's highlighted in yellow, right? So you got close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, post control, mid-range, free throw, vertical. Those are all things that are affected just by raising your close shot. Now, you probably have to upgrade it to a certain point for some of those other bars to start going up, but you'll notice sometimes 4, 5, 6 other bars go up when you put up one attribute. So for example, I put my 3-point shot right here up to 99. You notice your mid-range and your free throw also go up. Now, even though you see that the close shot is not highlighted in yellow, that's because it's not directly linked to 3-point shot, but it is indirectly. What I mean by that is you put your 3-point shot up, your mid-range goes up. Mid-range is connected to close shot. So since your mid-range went up all the way to an 84, your close shot then goes up. Just because you put your 3-point shot up, you also now have mid-range, free throw, and close shot up. You're gonna notice this is a very big trend when it comes to attributes in this game. Now we're gonna do the same thing with ball handling, and check this out. This is incredible, man. So we're gonna put our ball handle up to 99, and look how many things go up. We are already at a 97 overall, and all we did on the meters here, we put our 3-pointer and our ball handle to 99. So this is the first thing I tested, because I was like, you know, 2K22 next gen, this is what everyone was doing. They were making small guards with 99.3, really high, you know, high 90s ball handle, high 90s speed with ball, 90 something excel, 90 something speed, 90 something stamina. You know, they had all these 90 something attributes. You know, it was just such a souped build. Now look at it. All I did was put up my ball handle and my 3-point, and I'm already 97 overall. I really can't put anything else up on the build, so you're gonna have to be much smarter in the way you upgrade your attributes, because so many attributes now are linked, whether it's directly or indirectly. As we said, you put your ball handle up, your layup goes up, your excel, your ball, speed with ball, your pass accuracy, your regular speed. Like, there's so many things that go up. It's so expensive to put these attributes into the 90s. And you're gonna see how this all ties in with badges and stuff too. It's very, very complex, and you're gonna have to be a lot smarter in how you put your attributes up. That was the first thing I wanted to test, was those small guards, because that's what really ran 22 next gen. There was all these 5'8", 5'10" guards with 99.3, 97 ball handle, as I said, just probably like 6, 7 categories with 90 plus attributes. As you can see, that's not going to be the case this year. Now, as I was just saying, I wanted to test the guards because that's what ran the game, but I'm thinking back to my center, right? My center had 99 close shot, 99 standing dunk. It had like high 80s, 90s post control. It had free throw, good pass accuracy.
They're going to be hella tall as
defense,
gold.
maxed out steal, maxed out
6'6", 6'7",
99 block, 99 O board, 99 D board, 97 strength. Like, it's just such a crazy build. Don't worry. They didn't just do this to guards. I checked almost every single position I could and tried to put up the most important attributes. And you're going to see right here, I'm on a center. There is no way I can get anything close to what my build was like on 2K22 next gen. Like, they did a much better job of making it so you got to pick and choose what you want to do. And like I said, the complexity of having the badges and everything, you see right here on this build, right? I barely have, you know, I have a 70 something offensive rebound. I don't have any excel, any speed, any stamina. I'm already 98 overall. I don't have any pass accuracy. I can't throw an outlet pass. These builds that we had on 22 are not going to be happening on this game. You're gonna have to sacrifice, you know, you're not gonna be able to have 99 in all these categories, because that means you have nothing. You know, you're gonna be a very flawed player. You're gonna be, look at this center, like, this isn't even, the rebounding isn't even good. I have no interior, just because I wanted to have, like I did last year with a 99 close shot, 99 standing dunk, and a high post control. I was able to get 97 on the defensive rebound, but outside of that,
excuse me, I'm sick right now.
You don't have any steal, you don't have any block. You have a 70 offensive rebound. Like, you're gonna have to really make adjustments and take some time to think about what you want to do with your build. Now, it's not just attributes that are tied into each other. It's also badges. Badges are heavily connected.
Make sure y'all like
to
and
your
sub
attributes.
up.
Anyone that played Next Gen
Appreciate
last year,
it.
you know, like you have to have, for example, to get Rim Protector
got
last year,
four
that's
in
not
the
in the game
chat.
anymore, but to get Rim Protector last year, you had to have a block rating. Now, those of you that played current gen, that wasn't the case. You could have 25 block and still get Rim Protector chase down. On Next Gen, that's not how it was. Badges were correlated to attributes. Now, that's the same on this game, but they made it a little bit more complex. So let's look into it. Looking at these badges, right? There are some bronze badges that have no requirement. As you can see right there, to get some of these badges on bronze, there's no requirement. That means no matter what your attributes, you would be able to put these badges on bronze if you wanted to. But then you start to see ratings if you want to get silver, gold, Hall of Fame on, for these badges. But you start to go into these other ones, there's no free bronze badge on these ones. These ones are not only require a rating, but start to look at how many badge points some of these badges cost. I mean, just to get a tier 3 bronze badge, it's five badge upgrades. You know, to get a Hall of Fame badge in tier 3, it's not only very expensive. For example, Posterizer, it's 99 driving dunk, 8 badge upgrades to get it on Hall of Fame. Like, these are very, very expensive. To get the elite attributes, it's very expensive in terms of, your overall goes up a lot. But also to get the elite Hall of Fame level tier 3 badges, man, they are expensive, not only attribute wise, but also badge upgrade wise. Now, if you notice, the other badges, you have the bronze badges highlighted. The other ones are kind of grayed out. That means you just don't have the attribute upgraded enough. It means you can unlock it, but you don't have the attribute high enough to unlock it. But you see, right here with Rise Up, it's completely blacked out. That means no matter what you do, your build does not qualify for that badge. So Rise Up, it says you have to be 6'4" or taller. This build is 6'3". No matter what you do, you can't get Rise Up. All right. So if you're looking at your build, you see any blacked out badges, that means no matter what, you're not gonna be able to get that badge. All right. So just look out for that. But outside of that, as you can see, the really good badges, the badges they classify as tier 3, they're very, very expensive. Now, as I was just saying, the really good badges, the meta badges, let's say Limitless Range, badges like Handles for Days, not only, like I was just saying, they're very expensive attribute-wise, but they're very expensive badge-wise. Let's take a look at some of these badges, right? For example, like I said, Limitless Range. Just to get it on silver, it's an 85 3-point rating, and it's 6 badge upgrades to get it on silver. 92 for gold, 99 for Hall of Fame. And this isn't the only one. These tier 3 badges that they classify as really valuable badges, look at Handles for Days, 85 ball handle for silver, 94 for gold, 99 for Hall of Fame, and again, 6 badge upgrades, 7 badge upgrades, 8 badge upgrades respectively. Now I want you to think about this. Mike Wayne talked about how they not only made it so certain dribble animations, like let's say Trae Young, Steph Curry, those are 92 ball handle, right? You have to have 92 ball handling to unlock all the dribble moves this year. Mike Wayne put a tweet out about that. He didn't tell me in person or anything. He put a tweet out about that if you missed it. So now look at these badges again. Handles for Days. Even with a 92 ball handling, you're only gonna have silver Handles for Days. You unlock every dribble animation, but you only get silver Handles for Days. You would have to upgrade your ball handle a couple more up to 94 to get gold. 99 for Hall of Fame. That is crazy. Let's check out a couple of these other ones. Hall of Fame Interceptor is now 99 steal, right? 99. Last year it was 90. Now it's 99. You have to have a maxed out steal rating just to get Hall of Fame Interceptor. Now, for example, clamps. 97 perimeter for Hall of Fame, 92 perimeter for gold, 86 perimeter for silver. Last year, it was 85 perimeter for gold. Now it's more expensive just to get it on silver. So the really good badges are very, very expensive, not only attribute-wise, but also badge-wise. Now, as I said, there's a lot of info in here, so I hope I'm not confusing you guys. I hope I'm explaining it really, really well, but let's continue to move on, all right? So let's talk about badge costs related to tiers. Okay, I know it's very complex. It's kind of like I'm nerding out right now. All right, I love this type of stuff, but let's check it out. All right, so badge costs relating to tiers. So every Hall of Fame badge you can unlock does not cost the same. A tier 3 Hall of Fame badge is less expensive than a tier 2 Hall of Fame badge, tier 3 Hall of Fame badge. All right, so check it out. Tier 1 Hall of Fame badges are 4 badge upgrades. Tier 2 Hall of Fame badges are 6 badge upgrades, and Tier 3 Hall of Fame badges are 8 badge upgrades, okay? So this is not only related to Hall of Fame, it's all levels, right? The tier 1 bronze is cheaper than a tier 2 bronze, then a tier 3 bronze, etc., all the way up to Hall of Fame. And this is for every badge category. It's not just like that was just shooting. No, it's the same in playmaking, defense, finishing, wherever you go. You're gonna have to really look into how much things cost, how much attributes you need to unlock certain badge levels, all those types of things, man. It's really going to be complex in terms of getting the correct badges available to your build. And we haven't even talked about how to equip these badges, because it is a pretty complicated process now. It's not just like you could slap on whatever you want because you have 40 shooting badges, you know what I mean? Last year, you had people with 40 shooting, 40 playmaking, 15 finishing, 15 defense. Like, it doesn't look like you're getting that many badges, and they're more expensive this year. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is badge tiers change, okay? And just listen. So, for example, a 7'3" center and a 6'6" shooting guard have different badge tiers for the same badge. So, for example, a 7'3" center, slithery finisher, is going to be tier 1. It's not very valuable. A 7'3" center doesn't need slithery finisher, so it's going to be a tier 1 badge. You know, it's even if you want it on Hall of Fame, which a 7'3" center can't get, it's only going to be tier 1 cost, which is 4 badge upgrades to get it on Hall of Fame. But a 6'6" shooting guard, slithery finisher, is a very valuable badge, right? You're trying to slither through traffic and get layups, get dunks. It's a very valuable badge. So it's going to be a tier 3 badge. It's going to cost 8 badge upgrades to get it on Hall of Fame. So the game, from what I noticed, the game separates tier, where to put the badges depending on height. So for example, check out this screenshot. So for example, this first one, as you can see in the top right corner, it's a 6'9" player. Clamps is a tier 2 badge. This screenshot is a 6'8" player. Clamps is now a tier 3 badge. So if you want to get it on, you know, both of them on silver, it's going to be more expensive on the 6'8" player, because the game is looking at it like a 6'8" player, that is a more valuable badge than to a 6'9" player. Now, listen, I don't know if it's exactly only based on height, but from what I noticed, it was mainly height related. Like I said, the slithery finisher example, the 7'3" center doesn't need it. The 6'6" player, it's valuable. So for the 6'6" player, it's going to cost more than for the 7'3" player. I think it makes sense. It is a little complicated.
We got 5 in the chat. What's going on?
If you really listen to what I'm saying, I think you understand what I mean. The next kind of new addition I noticed was that the same badge can unlock with different attribute upgrades. I'm trying to think back to the old builders. I don't think this was ever a thing with any of the next gen builders. But basically what I mean by that is let's look at some of the badges here. You're gonna look at quick first step. This was always related to speed with ball. Like last year, you had to have a certain speed with ball to get quick first step. Now, as you can see, you can unlock this with post control, ball handle, or speed with ball. So if any of those 3 attributes meet the required level for that badge tier, you'll be able to get it. So there's more than one way to unlock certain badges, which I think makes it better in terms of balancing positions, because certain positions, it was just impossible for them to get that rating to unlock it. You know, for example, this one right here, unpluckable. It used to only be related to ball handle. Now it's related to post control or ball handle. So let me give you a big man's perspective on this from, like, let's say last year's game, for example, 22 next gen. You could not get unpluckable. So you would get a rebound and people would spam you, you'd lose the ball. You would, you know, be posting up, even with 99 post control, right? Back to the basket. If the dude guarding you had a high steal and he pressed X, he's gonna pluck you. Like a very high percentage of the time on next gen. Because you have no unpluckable, you have no ball handle rating, that's all that mattered. Now they're saying, okay, a big man with 25 ball handle, I'm sure if you're dribbling up the court with 25 ball handle and a guy with a high steal presses X, he's probably gonna steal it from you. But if you're in the post, right, and you're backing somebody down, you have high post control, they're not just gonna rip it from you. It's like, think about a great center, like, I don't know, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If the dude's bringing the ball up the court, he's probably not a great ball handler, right? So you can strip him. But if he's in the post, you're not just gonna pluck him. The dude knows how to protect the ball in the post. So I think it's actually smart to add different attributes to unlock the same badge, because it has to fit different positions, if that makes sense. Now I'm sure people are gonna be like, oh, post score is gonna be even more OP, blah 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 blah. But I think from a realism perspective and even a game perspective, I think it makes sense, but I'm not really here to give my opinion. Let's just keep going over the information, okay? Now let's get into the new badge tiers. We've talked about it a little bit, but also core badges. Mike Wayne talked about this. It was kind of confusing, you know, reading it on paper, but now that you're about to see the actual footage, I think it's going to make a lot of sense, okay? It's still a little complicated, but you'll see. All right, so you finish your build, you pick your takeovers. All that is the same to the last couple of years of next gen, right? Gives you your player comparisons. This screen actually looks a lot better than it did last year. But besides the point, okay? This doesn't matter. I'm just showing you we would get to this point. You're going to test your build. You're going to look at your badges, and here we go. As you can see, it shows you what's available. You can put your attribute upgrades, right? You have tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. I have 12 badge points available in finishing. Now, we have to decide, obviously, what levels of badges you're going to put, what badges you want, etc., etc. But if you look all the way down at tier 3, you're going to notice something. It's going to say you have to equip at least 10 badge points between tier 1 and tier 2 before you can use a tier 3 badge. All right, so we're going to just pick some badges to put on here. You know, we're going to throw on this, throw on that. Use up the 10 badge points we have to use before we're even allowed to put on a tier 3 badge. All right, so you see we're throwing on some stuff, whatever. It doesn't really matter what we're putting on. It's just for an example here, we have to use 10. You see it counts down on the bottom. You say, so now we have used the 10. We have 2 left, but now we can't even afford the tier 3 badge. So check this out. We had 12. You have to use 10. So we have 2 left over. Now that the tier 3 badges are available to us, we still can't even afford them. So you have to start to calculate how many badge points you want in a category, because you have to use 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. So if you want any tier 3 badges, you have to make sure you have enough badge upgrades to even equip them after you put the first 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. Now, if that's not complicated enough, now listen to this. Any badge you can afford, you can put as a core badge. You get 1 core badge per category. Okay, finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense. But with this, the core badge costs 0 badge points, but you have to be able to afford the badge to be able to put it as a core. So for example, right there,
We're looking for anything that might explain what happened.
we can't afford the tier 3 badges after
Yo, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel.
Since we can't afford it,
turn
we
on
can't
post
use our core
notice.
badge on that. So you have to make sure, for example, if you want a Hall of Fame badge in tier 3, you have to have at least 18 badge upgrades in that category. You use your first 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. Now you have 8 left over. You can afford that Hall of Fame badge in tier 3. Basically get a buy one, get one for free, because you can put the core badge on one of them for free, and then you can buy another tier 3 badge. So let me show you an example of what I'm saying. Okay, so let's go back. I'm gonna rewind back. We're gonna go back. I'm changing my attributes around to give myself more finishing badges, right? Okay, end screen again, upgrade, here we go. Equipping our badges, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put on 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. This time I'm just putting 2 gold badges in tier 2, so I use my 10. Now, I have 7 left over, right? So I can put on the gold posterizer if I want to, or as you can see, you can press triangle or you can press Y, and that's gonna allow you to put it as your core badge and use 0 badge upgrades to do that, right? So check it out. Just scroll over, I can buy it, and now I have 0 badge points available, or I can core it, use it as my core badge over there on the right side, right? Equip core badges, that costs 0 badge upgrades. I still have my 7, and I can go buy another one like Limitless Takeoff or Bully or Slithery or whatever. So as you can see, attributes not only tie into each other, but they tie into badges to unlock certain levels of badges. And you have to make sure you're getting enough badge upgrades in each category to utilize that core badge. There's a lot of moving parts here, and that's why, like, I had the builder for maybe, well, I was on the tester for maybe 6-7 hours, and I spent most of that in the builder, and I still feel like there's so much stuff I can learn. Like, there's so many intricate parts about how things tie into each other, and making sure you get the right level of badge you want, and making sure you have enough badge upgrades to put on that level.
2 more days for this.
Like I said, to be able to use the core badge on a really high value tier 3 badge, you have to have enough upgrades left over to be able to unlock that tier 3 badge regularly. Otherwise, you can't use the core badge on it. There's a lot of moving parts here, and It's definitely gonna make for some interesting builds, and I feel like, think about it, maybe somebody watching this video is your first time playing 2K. This is a lot. Like, I'm a builder head. Like, you guys know I make 20 plus builds every year. This is a lot for me. Like, someone that's not used to making builds, man, this is a lot of info, okay? I got a couple more things to show you. Let's move on. Now, when it comes to takeover, people were asking, it's basically the same as next gen has been the last 2 years. On current gen, you would only have the one takeover you would pick. On next gen, it's been like this for a while. There's like 2 to 3 different types of takeovers per like category. Like glass cleaning, as you can see, has 3 takeover types. Rim has 3 takeover types. I think post scoring is the only one that has 4 takeover types. You know, Sharp only has 2, etc., etc. You can choose a primary, you can choose a secondary takeover, you can do same exact badge, you can do different badges. And if it is like last year, which I don't know if it is, this is not permanent. So any current gen players watching this video, I know on current gen, once you pick your takeover, that's it. On next gen, a lot, they refined a lot, they made it a lot more intricate. Things are more expensive. You're not able to make as crazy a builds. You're really like, I get a sense that like if you want 99 in a category, you're either going to be terrible at almost everything else, or like crazy of builds. You're really like, I get a sense that like if you want 99 in a category, you're either going to be terrible at almost everything else, or like builds that can kind of do a mix. It was a 97 overall. I could barely upgrade anything else. I could put like 20 attributes in one category and that's it. That's with no finishing, no defense, no like 65 pass accuracy. Like that build's garbage. You can't do 99 in like 2, 3, 4, 5 categories like you could last year. You really got to be more balanced. You got to be more smart. You know, if you do want 99 in a category, you're gonna be a specialist. I feel like you're gonna be like a real specialist at just one thing, and then everything else should be kind of average at, which basically makes you a role player. I feel like this year, we'll have to wait and see, I could be wrong, but I feel like this year silver badges and gold badges are going to be very, very good. You're going to see like all around builds that are like kind of like, I don't want to say dominant builds, but like builds that can kind of do a mix of everything. They're going to be rocking with gold and silver badges for the most part, because one, you're not going to put your attributes high enough to get Hall of Fame badges and still have a balanced build for the most part. And 2, the Hall of Fame badges are so expensive, especially in tier 3. Like if you have, let's say 20 playmaking badges, and you get a tier 3 Hall of Fame badge, that's 8 badge upgrades. You only have 12 badge upgrades left to put on stuff. Now, some things that did cross my mind that maybe you're thinking about right now, we have to wait and see like what the level 40 rewards were. Last year, you would get 1 extra badge upgrade. If that's the same thing, it will help, but it's not gonna make a huge difference. Maybe the legend reward this year, like in past years, you would get 10 badge upgrades per category. If that's a thing, that would change the game. Like you hit legend, you get 10 per category. That's game changing. Now all of a sudden you could put on 3 or 4 tier 3 badges. That's gonna change. Like your build's gonna be like super good compared to other people's builds. There's a lot of question marks with this, but I hope this information did help you, give you an idea of like what you want to make, how to approach it. I know it's a lot of info, man, but I tried to get it in the most clear, concise way possible. So if you haven't already, make sure you drop a like. This video took a lot.
Jivio family, y'all thought it was gonna take long for me to drop on videos. Clickbait. I want to see the community change, and I need your help for that. All right, man. Like now, this builder is the most craziest builder I've seen. It's complicated, dog. After 7 hours in it, I figured out the builds I want. I figured out how to finesse it and get the way I want. But let me just answer this right off rip before we jump into builder right now. Play shots are gone. I'm talking about true play shot. 99, almost a 99 3-ball, and almost a 99 ball handle with pretty much a 99 speed, 99 acceleration. That is gone. I still be able to believe me. I'm gonna get you guys.
All right, we jump in the builder right now. First things first, I started off by making a guard height that I feel like the mass majority will make. All right, especially since a new 2K, you don't want to go majority up. I didn't drop strength, man, and if you drop it down, you're not gonna have no strength. and I wanted to see if I could get the bullet badge. I didn't want to drop the weight all the way up because I wanted to make sure to see what the bullet badge was about. All right, all this time we were hearing speed with and speed with ball is totally different things. Speed with ball is what matters for guards dribbling, but if you notice, you're not, I'm telling you, you see me trying to finesse it for you guys, don't worry, I'm gonna show you guys how to finesse it in a way to make the attributes matter. But this year is gonna be pretty much like kind of like 2K19 when it comes to the builder. It's not locked archetypes, but it's pretty much like archetypes are back, man, in a way, with different name titles and stuff. But this is pretty much like archetypes because there's a lot more restrictions. 2K23 is not going to allow you to just make a small play shot and get a 99 stamina, 99 acceleration speed, 99 speed with ball, 99 ball handler, 99 three ball, and still get a 70 dunk. That's done for, all right? For the next gen youth them out there that was build mid last year on the next gen side. Current gen still was build made with the play shots then. I don't care. I adapt to anything. I'm not the one to ask for it to be like this, but I'm gonna adapt, all right? I'm gonna adapt. It's just that simple. Now, good luck to the old heads them that need to adapt as well, because if you think that rim running stuff gonna save you all day, every day, I don't think it will when that good lockdown and good big is on that. It's going to be tough for you too, all right? So just know that it's gonna be adjustment for every single body. I do know the builds I'm gonna be using. I just have not released them yet, all right? I haven't released them for you guys, but based off my understanding, it's gonna be like 2K9 do with, you know, the pretty much the highest speed you can go. It's gonna cap you before you even get there, right? Play shots do it. 99 speed with ball, 99 ball handle, or you drop it a little bit and you want to put it up a little bit like 70s. It's not gonna be like that no more, man. I'm telling you right now. With ball in the 90s and still be able to, you know, play like a play shot, and you'll see like it's tough. Trust me. But don't worry, to still be able to play like a play shot.
Oh, I ain't gonna really care about these. You just gonna sit there and make go.
To my video I dropped earlier, I had 3-month subscription, right? But people are looking crazy. Hall of Fame, bro. So it saves me a lot of more badge.
Look at the dribble.
Hey, you're almost out of chips.
Let's look at the dribbling.
Cyrus, go stupid.
The disrespect ends. No. Send it. I told y'all I got y'all for the dribbling. I am not Steezo, but Steezo is a big influence in all of the game modes them. Shout out to the one done Steezo. I love the dribbling on 2K23. Hit that like button cause Yardman Gaming is a professional editor and a professional dribbler. Smash up the like button right now. I'm gonna explain everything in this video. Y'all know the work I put in. Don't worry, I got many more videos dropping today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm tired of the disrespect in this community. Soon the GVO family gonna make sure real recognize real. I promise you, they're not gonna be able to keep ignoring the GVO one done. Smash the like button, GVO family, and if you're new to the GVO family, trust me, we're taking off this year. I promise you, we're taking off this year. We don't need none of these bad mind people out there. All we need is God. I'm gonna try to break this dribbling system down to the best of my knowledge. A lot of these gameplays take in consideration every single time you test a build out, it gives you different SIGs. So every time you get a set of new SIGs, you gotta kind of learn how to use it. And my main focus was not really to just learn how to dribble there, even though you're seeing a lot of decent combos, all right? Right now you're seeing some momentum combos look like they're back. Some glitchy combos look like they're back. Statistics even did one glitchy sequence that you're about to see that it was kind of nice, man. And it's gonna show you guys that, you know what? this dribble system has potential when we put our SIGs on. All right, that's the biggest thing, because there were some SIGs that they gave me that was super nice. There were some SIGs that were, you know what, maybe if it was mixed with something else it would be legit. And then there were some SIGs that you just wouldn't want to use, right? Unless you have that type of dribble style. But for my dribble style, my play style, it don't work, right? So let me break this down in the best way possible. First things first, how do I like the new dribble system? I like it, all right? And here's why. A lot of guards in the last 2 years got away with this left-right cheese. Literally, I'm talking about D-Rose one way, D-Rose the other way, Trae Young, and then D-Rose, Trae Young, D-Rose misdirection, Trae Young, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, infinite amount of times with the play shots. We already know the play shots are patched, bro. All right? You can't make no real play shot no more. You have to literally choose one category that's going to be more dominant. Now, I'm not saying you can't have two categories that's dominant, but good luck trying to have 3 categories that is just simply all around dominant as a guard, right? For play shots and stuff like that. Not gonna happen. You're gonna take a hit in something else. But as you're watching this dribbling stuff, I'm leaving you guys to kind of make your own assumptions on it while I'm talking to you about what I found out about the dribbling just based off my own experience. So the biggest thing I took away from the dribbling that had me scared at first has been answered. I know you guys knew that if you tap R2, or have heard if you tap R2 you use an adrenaline boost. That's not the case. You guys seen in this gameplay, I'm dribbling in one spot forever without really even ever using an adrenaline boost, and my stamina is barely dropping based off the combos I'm doing. And the reason why that is happening is because I figured out a way to dribble without losing the stamina as much. And you got to take in consideration, there's no gym rat and there is no Gatorade, right? So you can't double stack it. If I had to double stack, it would be perfect for my dribble combos, right? But even though I'm fairly new to this game, I do know some decent dribble moves. But the adrenaline boost was something I had a big concern about, and here's why. You know, based off what I was hearing, it's like if you just tap R2, it uses adrenaline boost. I'm like, how am I supposed to dribble in one spot without tapping R2? That's not normal, you know, like that. How am I gonna play? I'm gonna have to cut my finger off, bro. You see what I'm saying? My index finger gotta go, because you can't dribble without pressing R2, man. Let me answer that for you while you're watching it. You can press R2 while you're standstill dribbling. You can hold it for your momentum combos. You can't momentum without doing R2, right? Even the self momentum is trickier this year. You're not gonna do the self momentum like it was on 22. It's a lot more trickier, and it's not a guarantee every time. Most of the time you see me doing the self momentum, it's like I had to do it myself in a way, if I'm remembering correctly, because 7 hours I go branded. I barely play the game in general, but it looks like 23 might be the year that I change that, because the skill gap is gonna be there. All right, even for the people that think they're just gonna run and slash all day, it's not gonna be as easy as that, because you're gonna need to know how to boost to that rim properly. You're gonna get that stuff boxed by a good lock. All right, so you're not gonna get bailed out by slashing or just running behind screens or isoing and slashing or isoing and trying to get the 3 unless you're skilled at it, right? Same thing for screens. You're gonna have to be skilled at making the defender guess wrong, and it's not gonna be easy this year. It's gonna take an adjustment. Even I had to adjust, right? It took some time to adjust, man. It took me probably, you know, in this gameplay right now, you're watching the first 2 games I played, and then some of the games were like my 3rd or 4th game. Now the first couple games they had gave me some decent SIGs, and then, you know, it was kind of like some different SIGs. And if you're wondering what this jump shot is, one of them in like a little snippet was Trae Young. The other one I'm dropping, I will tell you guys what the best jump shot is, right? For 2K23, based off what I've been able to play. This is gonna be the new meta jump shot until we're able to see all the other jump shots, because 2K added a lot of new jump shots. All right, trust me on this when I tell you guys, they added a lot of new jump shots, and it's gonna be a good year content wise, right? I'm telling you guys right now, 2K made so much changes. Now the adrenaline boost, for those that don't know, is a speed boost. You can dribble in one spot and not use any of the speed boost momentum. You get 3. In the My Career Builder, you're probably noticing that it's only 2. They only gave us 2 in the builder. Well, at least on my console, I only had 2 adrenaline boosts. So take that in consideration. What you see me doing is literally while having my hands tied behind my back, if that makes any sense. Because we don't have 3 adrenaline boosts in the builder. Now, if you play any other game mode, you get 3 adrenaline boosts. Most likely they did that so we wouldn't be in there just cheesing the game too much, because they know what we were gonna do already, right? They already know. Now, there was a way I found to turn the stamina off in the builder. You know, it was an accident, all right? It was an accident. I turned the shot meter off in the quick play, and I turned the fatigue off, and I went to the builder, and both of them were off. So I wanted to see how some of the dribbling was without having to worry about stamina and stuff like that. But then I would turn it right back on without the meter, just because I wanted to start adjusting and preparing myself for 23. But that was kind of cool to, you know, mess around and see what are the combos you can do and some of the speed boosts. Now, there are some speed boost animations. Even at this end of this video, you'll see how it gives you a way better boost. You know, the misdirection is super fast. Even the regular speed boost is super fast, but just remember, you get 3 of them. All right, in the builder you only get 2 of them, but I'm pretty sure when we get our hands on the game, it's gonna be 3 in My Career. All right, so what I will say is this: the adrenaline boost is gonna take some getting used to. All right, even for somebody like me that really wasn't Trae Young crossing on a play shot all year. I use the play shot at the end of the year for the fun of it, but for the most part, I'm always using rare builds, right? And that's what I do. I go to the comp with rare builds because I like being different. People treat me like I'm on a real play shot, but I'm never really on a real play shot. Just go back and watch my videos and you'll see I just love being different. That's how I made my channel, bro. Just being different, right? This year you're gonna have to be different. All right, I told y'all already that play shot stuff is dead. You're not gonna have no 99 3 ball and have a high ball control like that, because you're gonna need that 99 ball control for the most important badge this year. All right, remember I told you this. Now, my favorite move is in the game. The tween spam is in the game. Momentum combos, they're nice. It's really nice, actually. Momentum combos. The behind the back Pro 5 or Kawhi Leonard on 22 is actually really nice. It kind of feels like the 2K17 in a way. Just the animation alone feels different. It looks kind of different. The momentum, I already know there's gonna be SIGs out there when we get our hands on the game. That's gonna give us that 2K17 style momentum. I just can see it already. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't quote me on that. Don't hold me, you know, to that. But I do believe there's gonna be a momentum kind of like the 2K17, because the animations kind of look like some of them are from 17. The Pro 4 spin into the behind the back is much more fluent compared to 22, and 21 was fluent as well, you know, depending on what you did. The glitchy ISO, I feel like this year glitchy ISO is gonna, when some of these glitchy ISO dribblers, especially if Steezo comes out of retirement and G-Man, it's gonna be tough, dog. I'm not gonna lie, because they're gonna find some cheese. They're gonna find some cheese. And so I'll be able to add my standstill dribbling with the glitchy dribbling, and I'm all around going to be straight, because with the glitchy dribbling, you're not gonna necessarily be using the adrenaline boost too much unless you're doing a power move boosting, you know, because most of that stuff sometimes is left stick, you know, pulling in a certain way, using the right stick, doing something, tap R2 real quick. I just went in there playing the play style that I kind of did on 22 to see how it would work, and I'm not gonna lie, it pretty much will work, especially since my build, which I will be dropping for you guys soon, I have many different builds for different type of stuff. My builds will be able to slash. You're not gonna make a build that can't slash this year. You're gonna be done for. You're gonna lose almost all your games if you can't get a guaranteed 2. Now, you can be running screens with a big man that's gonna run and dunk and get that 2, but ISO wise, you're gonna be done if you can't get that 2, which is pretty much the case in comp anyways every single year. Because when you're going against comp and you're ISOing and they're using screens, we already know they're gonna throw it to the big and dunk it, while they're gonna double team you or triple team you, you know, playing that toxic hedge defense at the wings. and get away with it in, you know, the past 2Ks. I don't think they're going to be able to get away with that this year because of how the reaching is. You can't really do that, right? Based off what I was seeing, at least, is the floor, the court feels a little bit more spaced. You know, it looks a little bit more spaced, and it might be a W. We're gonna have to see how it is when we get online, but you're gonna need to make a build that can do it all. And I'm showing you guys this gameplay right now as I'm talking over it, because I don't want to give y'all my opinion and persuade you to believe this is how it is. I'm showing you so you can also formulate your own opinion, right? Based off what you see, now you have your own assumption, like, do you like it? You know, there's some things you don't like. I'm gonna tell you this once again, it's gonna be an adjustment for everybody. The greatest guards down to the worst guards, the greatest players down to the worst players. It's gonna take some adjusting, and the builder is very complicated. It took me a little while to figure out a build that I know I can take, but I did figure out some builds I know I'm gonna use already. Balanced builds, OP builds offensively, builds that are, you know, big man builds that are secondary scorer builds, because this is gonna be the type of year that running with one scorer is not gonna be smart, right? You're gonna need somebody that has their defensive stats but can get a secondary bucket as well. All right, the whole meta, all the things you think you know about 2K, just scratch it and start over with this game, because it's pretty much a brand new experience. It's not no copy and paste like you guys always say. Even the dribble moves that you see, some of them are from 2K22, but all of the dribble moves every single year, even down to the dunk animation, stuff like that, most of that stuff have been mocap years ago, right? Now 2K has added a bunch of new stuff, a bunch of new jump shots. I'm telling you, a lot of new jump shots, and the big man jump shots, don't worry, I found a big man jump shot that is elite, even better than the guard jumper you're seeing right now. Yes, I'm not even capping, and I will be dropping that soon for you guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Honestly, it's gonna take some getting used to, but when we get our hands on the SIGs, I think we're gonna be just fine. When we get that gym rat, that double Gatorade, and we get the SIGs we want to use and get to really dissect the SIGs, them, we're gonna be okay, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you, dribbling is not gone. I know a lot of y'all old heads on casuals wanted dribbling to be gone. Y'all wanted guards to not be able to run at all. Y'all wanted us to be walking. It's crazy. Do y'all not watch Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, how they play? Do y'all not watch some of these dudes hooping on YouTube, even just regular YouTube hoopers, shifty with it, bro? Come on, man, let's be realistic. It's not about, y'all just want guards to be gone so you can just run and dunk, bro, and win every game, man. It's not realistic. So look, 2K did something great by giving us a whole new experience that's going to create some skill gaps, some diversity in the game. We've been needing that. The reason why the game feels copy and paste is because y'all make the same play shot build every single year, and then on top of that, y'all make the same lineups every single year, same everything. This year they've added to where I tried out some other different jump shots and they felt decent at the speed as well. Now, if I'm able to tweak this jump shot to make it even faster, it's over with. So anyways, I'm gonna drop that jump shot for you guys today, and you know, you guys already know about the builder breakdown. Sorry, play shots, your time has come. I'm gonna be dropping my build soon and my other builds soon, so stay tuned. Big up on yourself, big up Lord Almighty. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section right now about the dribbling. My verdict on the dribbling and what I'm showing you is it has a lot of potential. It has a lot of potential because there's some moves I was doing, I was like, yo, there was some momentum combos, tween span combos, crab momentum combos, just regular, just step back, you know, off of it felt so smooth, so fluent. And then on top of that, there was some glitchy combos. I was like, put 2 and 2 together, gym rat, double Gatorade, the right SIGs that you want, because there was some times you see him do a weird animation where he just crosses the ball to the other hand, like the Kyrie Irving crab on 2K22. If you don't know what I'm talking about, try to crab with Kyrie Irving size up escape. That animation, I hate it. Okay, that's my honest opinion. I hate that animation. That's why I didn't use 22 Kyrie escape, because of that crab animation. But I was successfully able to get the Trae Young crab, and it's still in the game. For those that are wondering, the Trae Young crab is still in the game, so don't worry, it is still effective. Not like before, because like I said, you're not gonna just be doing misdirections and speed boosts the whole time and get open. It's like real life. You're gonna be standing still dribbling, and you're gonna make the defender guess wrong. You're gonna shift him burst one time, and if it don't work, try to shift him again. If not, you're gonna pass that rock. You guys asked for this, right? You wanted a realistic gameplay. 2K delivered the realistic gameplay. So no complaining when you get the game and you're getting dropped off, if you're getting dropped off. Oh, and real quick, misdirections are very, very useful this year. I repeat. Matter of fact, misdirections based off what I was doing is better than a regular speed boost, and it's a good speed boost every single time. And I was able to test out different misdirections, right? Because like I said, I was throwing different sigs every time I tested out a new build, or testing out the same build with a different, you know, hoping I get a different set of sigs. Each time the misdirection was always the best option for the speed boost. And this a good option to have a decisive, you know, to get a decisive bucket, bro, right? The regular speed boost sometimes came in useful, but at the same time, sometimes it got you boxed. So that D-Rose spam, Trae Young cross, D-Rose misdirection, that's done for. Like I said, you're gonna have to know where you're going. You're gonna have to set it up like in real life, because y'all wanted real life. 2K gave us real life, but they in a way made it still in a way you can have fun. So anyways, misdirections is it this year for sure. Some of y'all will prosper. We just will find out, man. But I'm able to show you guys that I figured some stuff out in just the short time I had while trying to get the builds, which the builder was very complicated. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's very complicated, but I love it. I will say, if you don't guess right with the adrenaline boost and you use that first adrenaline boost, you got 2 more opportunities to shift the defender up after doing some standstills before you're boxed, and you got to let the rock go. All right, this prevents the 24-second dribbling, and sometimes we just want to get a clip. We might be able to, who knows, with double stamina it might not be as bad, but with the adrenaline boost, once you run out of the boost, you can't speed boost no more. One thing I've noticed is shooting off the stamina is good though. You know, if you got low stamina, you shoot. If you got the badge required for that, you're gonna be straight. Really don't feel no different. I personally was playing on Hall of Fame difficulty the whole time.
Who I'm looking for? Uncle. Video watch. Then I'm off here.
I bring the light to the deepest secrets of different bills. They try to drag my.
What's good, my nephews and nieces? It's your favorite uncle, Uncle Denny, and today I have another special banger for you. All right, now here we go.
Uncle DD.
This is what y'all been waiting for, man. We're getting footage. You're getting information on the Mybuilder. Now, let me tell you something, man. If it comes to who knows the builder inside and out, come on, man. Really? Like, is that really a question? You know what I'm saying? Is that really a question? Who actually knows how this builder works inside and out? Really? Like, do we have to go down a list of things that I do? Like, let's get serious here, man. So, like, y'all are about to be in for a really great surprise. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So what I'm going to talk about today is this, man. As you see in the background, this is me literally first getting on the game. And of course, hey, please subscribe. You already know, if you watch Uncle Dimmy enough, you know, please subscribe. That's how we're going to do, right? Now, I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm not going to get long-winded because I don't want this to be a 45-minute video. I'm just going to point out some key things that you definitely need to look out for, and then we'll kind of go from there, okay? So first, we're going to talk about right here what you're looking at. Weight, height, and that type of deal. Then we're gonna talk about what it is to get to equivalent to your badges, and then we're gonna talk about what's very important is the core badges, okay? So let's go ahead and hop into and talk about the body settings. As you see here, man, I'm 6'5", I go up to 6'6", and as you see, it affects the same exact stuff, man. Height affects your shooting, your playmaking, your perimeter defense still, and of course your speed and acceleration, right? What's actually pretty amazing here is that now at 6'10", with a max wingspan, you can still get pro dribble animations. Like, that's insane to think about. You're 6'10", max wingspan, and you're still able to get pro dribble animations. That is now the cutoff. Still get pro dribble and of course your speed and acceleration, right? What's actually pretty amazing here is that now at 6'10", with a max wingspan, you can still get pro dribble animations. Like, that's insane to think about. You're 6'10", max wingspan, and you're still able to get pro dribble animations. That is now the cutoff. 6'10" max wingspan to get. That's insane to think about. You're 6'10", max wingspan, and you're
bro 6'10", 7'8" wingspan with an 82 3-pointer.
Still able to get pro dribble animations. That is now the cutoff. 6'10" max wingspan, pro dribble animations. Now let's look at the actual builder. So again, visually animation.
I'm about making a 6'6", 6'6" max wingspan, 93 ball handling. Oh, and you still get a 60 strength. This is what I'm making. On my mama, this is what I'm making. On my mama, a 6'6". This is what I'm making. 6'6", 6'7". This is exactly what I'm making. This is. I don't even know how to screenshot. This is my bill right here. I'm gonna go ahead and say he take a picture of it. I'm too old not to know how to screenshot.
Now let's look at the actual builder. So again, visually, it looks just the same as 22, but the actual builder. 6'10" max wingspan, pro dribble animations. Now let's look at the actual builder. So again, visually, it looks just the same as 22, but there are some different kinks to it. As you see here, I'm gonna upgrade my driving dunk, just trying to see what moves. And as you see, upgrading driving dunk moves your close shot, your driving layup, your ball handle, your defensive rebound, your vert, and some of your strength, all right? Like, that's pretty amazing to think about. Now that these sliders beforehand used to move 1 or 2, now a ton of different attributes move. So what that means is it makes it a lot difficult to get really big demigod builds, because a lot of attributes are moving at one time, which of course is going to move your overall up a lot, okay? Let me just go ahead and stress this again. You're 25 overall, you max out your driving dunk, and you become a 59. That is a 34-point swing. That is unheard of in NBA 2K22. That is why 2K23 is very difficult when it comes to the builder. And I said in my previous videos, while you definitely want to look to specialize, Mike Wayne spoke on that, right? I'm speaking on that. You definitely want to try to specialize in a position, because if you try to max out so many categories, it's not going to happen, okay?
You don't need to.
Now, as you see in here, as we fast forward to the tail end of this build, you can see already, finishing is the only thing that's basically touched. Everything else is really struggling, right? There's no shooting, really, really below average defense, and basic playmaking, okay? We haven't even got into the badges of this. So again, moving and driving, look at the close shot. When I move my close shot, my mid-range and my free throw moves up. Again, in 22, if you move your close shot, the only thing that moved was your mid-range shot. So again, it's just showing the fact that now a lot of each attribute is attached to not 1, not 2, but 3, 4, or 5, or you're starting to get in 8 different attributes move. That's how this becomes a very hard puzzle to try to fix. But again, I love it, because now it makes this where there's not going to be as many demigod builds. And I know a lot of y'all going to complain, but then a lot of y'all understand that, listen, we all quote unquote want demigod builds, but we really don't, okay? And I've been saying that in my videos. We really don't, because all the games that people claim are the greatest games ever, right? They were all role player based games. 2K20 was a pie chart game. So just keep that in mind while we're making this builder, right? So now, as you see here, this is the finished product, or I guess you could say kind of to the finished product of what I was doing here. I had to get bully badge. I wanted to get that on gold, so I had to get my strength to at least an 87. I had to get my vert to at least an 85 because I have a 93 driving dunk. So like you can see how you have to kind of tinker around a lot. 25, 18, 17 to 7 is what I have. And we're gonna show you, well, I'm gonna show you when we get to the next step, while 18 and 17 might have been good for 22, because of the core badges and because of the tiers that you have, this build is actually not gonna be as good as you think it might be, okay? So let's just head over right now and let's talk about that aspect. The actual badges, right? The badge points, how critical this is and how demoralizing it's gonna be.
What is Outplay? You play and it records. You can choose exactly what you want it to record, whether it be kills, assists, deaths.
But at the same time, how satisfactory it's gonna be, because builds are really gonna require to take some skill this year. All right, so now let's look at this, okay? I have my finishing setup, but in order to get my tier 3 badges, tier 1 and tier 2 must add up to at least 10 points, as you see at the bottom, okay? They gotta add up to at least 10 badge points before you.
I thought Nut was black. Am I racist? That ain't racist. That, come on. There's so much information.
YouTube, what's going on with y'all boys? It's your boy Nut, and I'm back with another video. In this video, as you can see, I was invited to NBA 2K23 Community Day. With that being said, I have access to NBA 2K23 My Player Builder. The build we're going to be experimenting here with is a 6'6", 265-pound max wingspan, power. Access to NBA 2K23 My 3 Community Day. In this video, what's going on with y'all boys? It's your boy Nut, and I'm back with another video. In this video, as you can see, I was invited to NBA 2K23 Community Day. With that being said, I have access to NBA 2K23 My Player Builder. The build we're going to be experimenting here with is a 6'6", 265-pound max wingspan, power forward build. Power forwards can now get on the 6'6", small forwards can now get it on 6'3", and centers can now get on the 6'7". So they increased the cap for heights this year, which is pretty cool. As you can see, I'm kind of just messing with the attributes, moving them up and down. I didn't get like straight through footage of the build that I'm making, so this is kind of just a prototype of what I want. Going through some of the attributes, we're going above 80 for the driving layup. We didn't touch driving dunk, and you'll see in the gameplay later why we didn't do that. Our mid-range, we only could get it to like 74, which if we're open mid-range, we'll probably hit those, but I mean, we're mostly, when we're ISO, we'll probably get back to the three-point line. So 85 three-pointer there, pretty solid, pretty consistent. Didn't see too many issues. If it was green, pass accuracy, we can only get to a 78, and then ball handle, we got to an 89. With that 89, we unlock Hall of Fame quick first step, which you'll see in a video later. You can get Hall of Fame quick first step in different ways. Speed of ball, we got to an 80, so we'll probably get the good dribble styles. The quicks, the shifties, whatever they put in this game, which unless they go back to just player builds, which we don't really know yet. So interior defense in the 70s, perimeter defense at 80, steal at 86, block at 79, which I think gives us gold chase down, gold or silver chase down, and then we got all 99 offensive rebound because it was cheaper to go that way with offense instead of defense, and I'm an ISO player, so it's nice to be able to kick it out and then get my board. And you see my strength is a 95. With the 95 strength, we can bully ball people, and there's actually a badge called Bully, which we could get at Hall of Fame if we got enough finishing badge points. So when the seasons come out, we'll be able to see kind of what we can do to unlock that. And then you see 81 speed, 79 acceleration, and then of course we got the set 99 stamina. Vertical, I didn't really notice my dude not getting up for rebounds, but if something comes out where we notice it's more necessary to use it, then we will upgrade that a little bit. I'm slowly just going through some of the badges, the pogo stick, the ankle bracelets, the box out beast. Whenever we're putting these on, I'll explain those a little bit more in depth of what I chose and why I did. The takeovers I chose are ankle breaking shots and spot up precision, typical for what I use every year. So takeovers didn't change at all, same as before. But they did start to give us new builder names. So you'll see Shades of Karolinko, Keldon Johnson, Draymond. We got the name Face Up 4. Pretty cool name. Pretty neat that 2K finally decided to give us a whole new array of build names. Or I don't know if that's the case or if we just never reached these caps before. But pretty cool to see what I got here now. Going in the test the build, check the attributes and check the badges. The badges we went with were Acrobat, Giant Slayer, and then Masher. Acrobat and Giant Slayer work the same as other years, and then Masher helps you to finish around the rim, so it's pretty cool. And then Fearless, which helps when you're more tired. So the shooting badges we went, Amped, Guard Up, Space Creator. Amped is now allows you to shoot when tired. Guard Up allows you to shoot better when wide open, and then Blinders and Limitless. Into the playmaking badges, we went Quick First Step, Unpluckable, Hyperdrive, and then we went to I heard Ankle Breaker's really good, but we didn't put that on. We used our core badge on Killer Combos, and then our other badge on Handles for Days. Which the core badges work as if you can afford it, you can get it for free, one badge. So we use that on our Killer Combos, Limitless, Fearless, and then I believe we used it for our Challenger for this sequence. So 27 defense badges. I'm really wish I could get more, but got pretty much all the essentials for what I needed. So all in all, pretty solid, pretty happy with what I was able to get. And then jump shot we tested was James Harden. But now let's get into the gameplay. So I just did you now have the option to play 3v3 or 5v5. I did play 3v3 and I had some clips here and there, but I left those out the video in case we want to use them at a later point. Here we just got our 5v5 footage. We have I went on the Bulls. I figured it was a good little place for I might play for my career. So we're guarded by Kawhi. I probably should have picked a different team, but I still was able to get buckets. Hit him with a little pullback. Green. Again, another taking Kawhi to the hoop. Shoot it, and you see the little fallback animation. If you don't shoot greens this year, good chance it doesn't go in, which is pretty cool. Creates me a little more of a skill gap. Here we're coming to the court. Catch the ball on the wing. We try to take Kawhi to the hoop. And you see after a couple dribble moves, my dude is tired. But with that 95 strength, even while tired, we're able to move Kawhi down to the bucket with this 95 strength. Get a little pump fake, and then get him jumping, get the foul. Free throws actually felt pretty fluent this year, but like they were pretty easy to green. So I don't know what I ended up doing on my free throw rating, but it's pretty solid. Test the shot, get the ball back, bring the ball up the court, and then we're gonna take Kawhi. Get fouled on the jump. This possession, we'll show you what this driving layup does. Taking PG straight to the hoop. Coming off the court here. Hitting with the pullback again. Green. If it's not green, it's not going in. But
welcome to the stream, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all
get blocked as much in this game as they do in previous
games. Looking at some
games.
little gameplay.
But call for a screen.
It's on Mybuilder.
Get him with the little left side. Shoot over him. Green. Again, another possession.
He got a
guard, make call for a
6'6" power forward.
Couple pump fakes.
You can make a power forward.
A little chamois,
16,
a little momentum, and then you'll see this possession. While super tired, I'm still able to finish with the spin layup, which is just crazy. The strength and
that's
layup
on
in this
Kawhi
game
Leonard too, bro.
When
that's on Kawhi.
Together, just insane. You tried right there to jump behind. I put that clip in just to show it's so hard to get blocks this year.
Contested layup on Kawhi.
Right here we got a little speed boost to the side. Again, contested layup. It goes in. Granted, all those clips are on pro difficulty, but previous years I was not making those. Again, little step back on Kawhi,
great.
Playing on prompt, thinking this shit on Superstar Hall of Fame.
We got like one more possession here. We get a steal, and then just take the layup. And this clip I'm not very proud of. Appreciate y'all watching the video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
I think that's about it, man. I'm gonna go back and watch some of this stuff.
Some banks.
We're excited right now. I know y'all are super way that your attributes affect your badges, and if you don't got enough badge points to get a certain badge, how you end up and have to redo it or end up creation. John Morant hairstyle in the game, the black tattoos. I can see almost everybody all 3 hairstyles that they got, breaking down things that you're going to need to know when you end up making your build. Making this build, maybe like, okay, I'm realistically you end up. But look, I'm gonna end up showing y'all boys when you end up upgrading some.
Leo, light it up.
Alright, chat, man. I'm gonna catch y'all boys next time. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, turn on y'all post notifications, man. We grinding the all 2023. 500 subs on the way. Yeah, 1K.
Say them niggas claim they gon' done. Don't move, boy, you got me fucked up. We gon' split your head, yeah. Did my first drill with B, pull down the street.